Hi, folks. Welcome to Joker's Comedy Club, Zoomcast number 12, with this week's headliner, Keith Nelson.
Hey, folks. How you doing?
Hey, Keith. Looking forward to the show. And where are you living now?
I'm in Los Angeles, but please don't hold that against me. We're not popular in the Northwest, but I grew up in Beaverton. So
in Beaverton?
Good. Yeah, Portland.
That's right. So, yeah, a lot of the comedians that start up here end up down in California. It seems like the thing to do. So
yeah,
I know
a lot of them aren't leaving the Northwest and then going to the Yukon.
UK.
Yeah. Or Saskatchewan.
I don't know if the heat keeps up. Some of them are going to Nome, Alaska, I think, and see if they can start a comedy career up there.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can do some films and TV up in Nome.
Yeah, it was 107 to 110, depending on who you talked to yesterday. And that's June.
Goodness.
I know. In my day in Spokane, we'd maybe hit 100. And if we did, it was like end of July or something like that.
Right. It was a big deal. Yeah.
Knock on wood, we got 19 HVACs here in this building, and all of them, as of 12 o'clock today, were working. So,
nice.
Nice and cool everywhere. The casino, the arcades, very nice. The bowling center, we got five HVACs in there. Plus, when I first came here, turned out it wasn't insulated. There was no insulation up in the.
No! So did you have to put insulation in there?
We put in installation. I think, if I remember right, we got a credit too for doing it. Yeah. So one of the utilities. So it didn't cost much, it turns out. And so now with five fairly new HVACs and insulation, and the fans, and they set up the system right. The returns come down where the bowlers are, and the fans are right over the settee area. And it's not too bad. I mean, really, for being 100 out. So nobody's complaining.
Yeah, it certainly beats bowling outside at this point.
Yeah. So you've been to the Tri-Cities a few times. Any experiences, horror stories, great shows, or?
Yeah, the shows have always been fine. I'm trying to remember if anything crazy happened. Actually, in the Tri-Cities, no. I mean, I've had crazy things happen, but knock on wood, up there, it's all usually gone pretty well. So, but I have I have a couple gunplay stories and one fist fight. So,
Okay, well, give us one of those.
What's that?
Oh, no, that's your routine.
No, it's not in the routine, actually. But I mean, I was it was the mid 90s, and I was in Mississippi, and I have some jokes on the Klan, and I was in Starkville, Mississippi, and I did the 3 jokes, and a guy in the front row pulls his shirt up, pulls out a gun out of his pants, pointed it at me, and said, "Sir," he didn't say sir, he said another word, but we'll just say sir for this, and said, "Sir, you need to move to another subject." I looked at the bouncers, they didn't move, so I just said, "Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the racial portion of the show. Could I have a new pair of shorts?" Basically.
Yeah. All righty then. How about those airlines, huh?
Yeah. How about that airline food?
What's up with airline food?
Yeah, what's up with airline food? Even the Klan's complaining.
Any bad motel experiences anywhere else? And I assume you stayed in more than one.
Yeah, I got another gun story in Rock Springs. I go to bed about 12, and these guys next door making noise, and I'm pounding on the wall to be quiet. They did all morning. Then I pounded on in the morning. The guy said, F you or something. Mm-hmm. So he goes, "Why don't you come out in the hallway?" So I go out in the hallway like an idiot. He comes out in the hallway and points a gun at me. So I go back. I dive back in my room, shut the door, call the police. The police come, and I figure they're handling it. I get my stuff together. And like 2 hours later, I go to check out, and I'm like at the desk checking out. I come out to go out the door, and the policeman's out there talking to him. And then I see the policeman hand his gun back to him. I'm like, oh my God, you got to be kidding me. So small town,
Yeah. Jeez.
Lucky I didn't push it any further. I would have probably ended up in jail.
Yeah.
So those are my 2 gunplay stories.
We don't like your kind, boy.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Get your ass back to California.
Yeah, that's it, man. I did a big show. It's the biggest show they have in LA right now. I can't even believe I got on it, but I got on it last Sunday night. And that was cool. They do it it's a theater, but there's no roof. So it's actually an outdoor show, but they put in like 250, 300 people and it was packed.
Oh,
So yeah, that was cool. So I,
outdoor.
I had to follow Chris Spencer and Jeff Ross. So I did fine. So that felt pretty good.
Oh, good. How many? So the showcase kind of how many comedians do they have? And
There was supposed to be 8, but it ended up being, I think, 11. So it was a long show, but yeah, 4 or 5 of the guys like Ross and Jesselnick and one other guy, I can't remember. They're on those comedy roasts they do all the time on Comedy Central. And of course, Chris Spencer was on Hollywood Husbands on BET, and he writes for the Emmy. So he was the one that took over for Joan Rivers, which she lost the show on Fox, and he was supposed to be the guy. But then they didn't like him that much, so they canceled him and put in Arsenio.
so the LA comedy scene that's mostly what they have is showcases, is that right?
Yeah, it's more, everybody does 15 to 20, and half at the good clubs, half the guys are all famous and stuff, so you're competing with them. And so nobody cares about the money because you're just trying to get spots and get seen.
Yeah, they pay. Do they pay anything for those?
Yeah, like Comedy Store's 35, the Ha Ha's like 25. I think the Improv's 35, something like that, a show. So yeah, it's gas money.
Yeah, that's a tough scene, and
Yeah.
but maybe outside, I think like Sacramento or Fresno or some of the outlying communities they do a
Oh
regular.
yeah, then it goes up. Then it goes way. You make, if you're headlining, if you're doing Thursday through Sunday, it starts at maybe 1,000 and then goes up after that.
Okay.
Maybe 200 a night, 300 a night. And if you're famous, you can probably get 1,000 a night or something, or 2,000 a night. I've seen guys get 25 grand for 4 shows. Guys that aren't even big anymore, but they're famous enough. Like Tommy Davidson, I know he gets like 20,000 for 4 shows.
Wow.
So yeah, if you get a couple movies that are kind of big movies and people remember you, they'll pay you the money.
I was negotiating to get Rodman to come up, and I don't know. They haven't answered. We went back and forth, and they haven't answered. And then also as negotiating to get April Macy back here. She'd been here twice, I think, before, and same kind of thing. With of course, with the limit, when you had limited capacity, it's a little hard to justify. But now I think supposedly June 1st we're supposed to be back to normal. So
yeah, July 1st.
Oh, July 1st. Yeah, July 1st. Yeah.
So this weekend, you can actually let as many people in as you want.
Yes. Yeah.
As of Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Now, for Saturday, we haven't had nightclub, but Saturday is supposed to be our first nightclub, July 3rd.
Oh, good.
So Saturday, people have been kind of we haven't been kicking them out of the room, but Saturday we'll have to kick them out because I think there's a lot of pent-up demand. I think that's our salsa night, and I think it'll be a big night.
Yeah.
Great. Well, we're looking forward to your show here, Keith. So, folks, don't miss this weekend, Friday and Saturday at 8 o'clock with headliner Keith Nelson. At Jokers, we sell fun.
Absolutely. Come on, folks. It's hot outside. Come in.